About what? About what?
Clear out.
Be like, hey, look, I'm gonna shoot back. Remember that time in the one. We referring to times when I'm talking about that little monkey. I thought y'all was outside single.
No, we was outside single. Oh, well, see, that's not what you told me.
Look, I thought everybody was outside living that single life. No, we were definitely outside single. Well, that's clearly not what you told me before. Yeah, it's getting spicy on the Joe Budden podcast. We just watched Emanny get straight up pressed by Joe's girl, and it was a moment. On this latest episode, it's becoming pretty obvious that Joe's significant other is officially tired of Emanny and his whole outside lifestyle. Now, look, I'm not sure why it's even her business to begin with, but she's been showing up to a lot of these tapings lately. Honestly, I think it's starting to kill the vibe of the show. We're going to dive into why this is happening, but first, let's look at how it all went down. The crew is sitting around, joking, doing the usual pod stuff, talking about boundaries, how you treat your friends, and how you handle your partners. Out of nowhere, Joe's girl starts checking Emanny. She basically tells him she doesn't like how he talks back to Joe, and she starts hinting at some deeper issues. Joe and Emanny were going back and forth, and Emanny hit him with the "don't make me bring up that one time" type of energy. That's when she jumped in. She's like, "Why do you keep doing that? You always act like you guys were both out here acting single when you weren't." Emanny tries to double down like, "We were single," and she just shuts it down. It was awkward. You can tell Emanny is doing the content first thing. He's learned from Joe that you never let a good story get in the way of a great episode. Even if things were cool, you make it sound worse for the fans. But the problem is Joe's girl isn't a podcaster. She's not there for the content. She was actually arguing with Emanny's real-life actions. What's wild is she only seems to have this specific energy for Emanny. She's not going at Ish, she's not checking Ice, and she's definitely not saying anything to Parks. It's always Emanny. It makes you wonder, does she really have a problem with him, or does Emanny just represent the side of Joe that she's not allowed to get mad at? It's like he's the scapegoat for all of Joe's past wilding. Remember a few months ago when we found out she was talking to Emanny behind the scenes about who he hangs out with? She's focused on him like a laser. She even brought up some story about Emanny handing out roses to women at a club, acting like Joe was right there with him. Emanny had to check her like, "You weren't even there. What are you talking about?" It feels like a massive overstep. The only reason it's happening is because it's Joe's platform and he's letting it happen. But why is she always there now? She's hovering over the recording like she's the new manager. Look, it's not my show. Joe can run it how he wants, but we've seen this before. When the cast brings their partners around, the energy shifts. Everyone acts different. I felt the same way during the Pod's Giving episode. People stop being themselves. It's the same thing when people bring their kids to work. Just leave them at home. As a listener, I know I'm being selfish. These people have lives, I get it. But if I'm paying for a product, I want the best version of it. If my fire alarm was beeping in the background of this video, you guys would be in the comments killing me. You wouldn't care about my excuse. Right now, the audio and visual experience of these interruptions is just bad. There's no microphone for people off camera. If she's going to be a part of the show and disrupt the flow, at least give her a mic so we can hear the full exchange. Otherwise, it's just confusing noise in the background. Think about a professional radio show. That would never fly. A producer would pull you into the back office and tell you to keep the off-mic chatter to 0. But Joe likes that organic feel. He wants it to feel like a living room conversation. That's cool, but as the pod evolves, you've got to tighten up the technical side if the partners are going to be series regulars. There was another weird moment too. Emanny and Ice got into it a bit.
Hawk, your girl can't take a trip. Because I can't take a trip. That's the thing you got. Hey.
Emanny was trying to talk about how they should treat the women their friends are dating. He started poking at Ice, saying Ice is too protective, like he won't even let his girl go on vacation without hovering over her like a hawk. It's interesting because Ice's relationship is the only one that stays off limits. He probably told the crew, "Don't mention my girl, don't talk about my business." That creates a weird dynamic when everyone else's life is being dissected for the fans. Ice comments on everyone else's situation, but if you flip the script on him, he gets sensitive. Even with all that drama, I have to admit this Patreon episode was actually solid. It was way more entertaining than the last few weeks. The pod is clearly in a transition phase. Joe is taking shots at Ish and Ice, Mona is showing up an hour late, and Flip seems like he's holding back. Emanny is actually the one who seems to be finding his rhythm the best lately. He's building his own platform and staying consistent, but the tension in that room is definitely rising. What do you guys think? Do you like it when the wives and girlfriends chime in from the background, or does it ruin the professional vibe for you? Is it annoying when you can't even hear what they're saying because they don't have a mic? Let me know in the comments if you think Joe's girl is overstepping or if Emanny just needs to stop being so outside.